welcome. I'm at JDD 2016. This is the 11th edition of this wonderful conference. And I have to say I've been to almost all of them, sans for the second. And I'm here with Philippe, who came to us from GitHub. Tell us, what do you do at GitHub? Where do you reside? How do you work?
Hi, nice to meet you. I work at GitHub as a solution engineer. So I work with sales team to help them with customer and prospect to set up proof of concept and demonstration. I live in France. I have a remote work and I go on site to the client.
And you have a session tomorrow about a language called Golo.
Yes.
Wow, tell us about Golo. What is that language about? Why should people watch your session online when it's there?
Golo is dynamic language with no type. It's developed from the first day with Invoke Dynamic. And it is a research work for a project for a PhD in Lyon. His name is Julien Ponge, and he wants something very easy to use for his students. Something very easy to use, but easy to hack too. You can, even if you are a great developer, a great Java developer, you can hack Golo and make your own language if you want. So it's very easy to make some kind of DSL, for example, and it was the application of Golo could be for IoT, Internet of Things. And it was a good way to gain a new knowledge about Invoke Dynamic for the team of Julien Ponge. The name of the team is City Lab at Lyon. It's a team of researchers. Okay,
so there is this new language, and you said Invoke Dynamic, which means that the language runs on the JVM. And there is already a number of languages on the JVM. Well, obviously there is Scala, there is Groovy, there is Salon, there is JRuby, there is probably a 100 or a lot. Why should I spend my evenings and invest my time in looking at Golo specifically?
If you need something easy to update, easy to modify, if you want to add your own verb, own word, and with very low weight in the memory to run, for example, on a Raspberry. You can use Golo because in a dynamic context, Golo will be faster than Groovy, for example. But in a static context, Groovy will be very, very faster than Golo. But this is this is not the same usage, and it is a language that facilitates the creation of proof of concept. If you have an idea to use some Java framework and you want to try it quickly, you can do that with Golo because you can play and use other Java framework, and you can create your own DSL for a client, for example, that will be not a developer. You can create some rules for his software, for example.
Okay, so it's simple and it's easy for me also to hack the language, so I can play and just experiment, see how the language is constructed. How is Golo developed? Where are the people based only in Lyon, or are there developers of the language everywhere? Because, the natural comparison is, Scala is centered around a specific university. Is the same case with Golo?
The core team is about 5 or 6 persons, I think, at the university in Lyon. And there is other people that work on the project all around the world. The project is incubated by Eclipse. So if you want to participate, you can. You have only some class to sign, and after you can commit on Golo.
Okay, so there are people abroad and you work in GitHub. So of course I have to ask, how is remote work for you? How does it work? What's your day like? How don't you miss the commute?
My day is like the day of everybody. I start my job generally at 7, and I finished at 6. But sometimes it's longer, sometimes shorter. Sometimes I work to Saturday and Sunday. But it's very easy because we have all necessary tools to do our job. A good laptop with a camera, and we work a lot for video conference. So we are, what can I say? We are secure in your job. There is nothing bad, and we have the time and all the tools to make a good job with serenity.
Okay, and what about the people aspect? Because if people you work with are elsewhere, you don't get the usual daily contact. You don't get the coffee machine talks or the water dispenser conversations that you would have. How do you go about that?
I move a lot in France, and we are 5 GitHubers in France. So I see some people of my company finally, and I go often to Amsterdam. We are 40 or 50, I think, people. So we meet each other very often. But I can't take coffee, yes, with them each day. But it's not a problem for me.
Okay, and do you think more companies will go distributed in the future?
Yes, I think because GitHub search people that know how to do something, and it's not a problem for GitHub that the person don't live at San Francisco, for example. They only need the person who know how to do something. So I think there will be more and more company that will work like that because it's easier to my mind to find people than I want only people in my city.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. One last thing that I would like you to do is just tell people why they should watch your session that will be recorded tomorrow. So what is the most important thing that you're going to show that people should actually invest the time and watch it?
I think Golo is a good way to learn Java finally, because it's very easy to use, but you have to use some Java library or some framework. So you have to read the documentation, and you will learn a lot of things to manage to do some kind of program like for IoT or security. So you have to do a lot of work, in fact, to use it. It's easy at the beginning, but you have to search a lot of things. I think it's a good way to learn or to teach somebody else or how to develop. I use it with my son and my daughter, for example, to teach them the programming.
And how does it work? Do they get it?
Yes.
That's good. So all those things in Philippe's session, well, that will be tomorrow, but you'll see it after, which means somewhere on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Thank you very much.